Hey everybody, so today we decided to jump the mountain and come over here to North Carolina, to Swannanoa, North Carolina. And right at this moment, we're at Buckeye Antiques. Now, I'm not really 100% sure because this is kind of, but they have a big sign there, Antiques and More. It also says Bittersweet Antiques, but Buckeye Antiques, that's the name right now. Antiques, vintage garden decor. So let's go check this out.
90 Buckeye Access Road.
Follow us. We barely get in the door.
Brown transfer where?
And red and blue.
And the plates are $8. Come on now. I mean, we really literally can't get in the door before I start seeing this gorgeous, these pieces, like complete pieces. And here's a little butter turner.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Right? So, yep, I love the old-timey pictures as well. The glamorous shots. But I'm not opposed to this color either, that teal transferware. Oh, that's sexy. That has a lot of it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's pretty eclectic in here. This booth is gorgeous.
So I want you to pause the video, put in the comments what that is, what you think that is. Okay. All right. So now that you put your comment down below, I'm going to tell you that it's an antique Minton pottery. It's actually a barrel garden seat from 1875.
And it has the holes in it, so when it rains, the water would go through and not obstruct or ruin any of it, and the weather can just go through it.
Yeah, pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, cool. I love that.
A little cabin.
That. Yeah, I love that little cabin. And it's an adorable little playhouse. Primitive pieces. There isn't anything in this booth I wouldn't want to take home with me either.
Right.
Well, I guess it's just a given anymore. Isn't it, dear?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have this little bench, and it is the biggest pain in the you-know-what ever. It seems like no matter where we set it, it's always in the way. I despise it. I know Stephanie loves it, don't you?
Yes, and I also have a Windsor chair, miniature Windsor chair for my doll that he hates. I don't understand him sometimes. Gosh.
I like the clock back here.
This one's got some cool finds.
It does.
Oh my God, I like the vibe in here. That's exciting. It's got vintage hats. Nice rust. I like the rust. And flaky crates.
Yeah, you like flaky crates.
I like shoes. I like that. Are these tap shoes? Yes, they are. Oh.
Little tap shoes.
Oh, that's awful special. I like that. Oh, I found one. We went through that big mall before and didn't see one, and there's there, and I made up for a whole day full. All this holy stuff in here with that creepy doll. Do you feel better?
Yes.
Good.
God got my back.
Here you go.
And they pretty much have everything for everybody's taste in here too. A lot of different stuff.
There's the Amish family.
Yeah. You can tell that's not legit though. They have faces.
Yes, that is true. The Amish don't like their image to be taken or carved in anything.
No, I always did find this stuff unique. The glass that's like all bent.
I remember this at carnivals. I don't know where else I would have seen it. And then in my teenage years, it was really popular to get this stuff at Christmas and my birthday because they had like artists in the middle of the mall that would make this stuff, and it really lit up the counters in the middle of the mall. Remember malls?
Yeah, they still have them.
Oh,
Everybody does everything online now, which
Yeah.
I don't get. But
yeah.
an I Spy with my little eye,
Little face mug.
a little face mug in there.
He's cute.
He is cute. This globe's something else, isn't it?
Yes. That's stunning. I bet you that's one that is a bar. For sure. Yeah, that's one that you can open up for a bar.
Well, I mean, it looks like it might, seeing as underneath, but I'm not 100%
Yep, Globe
sure.
Bar, 1970.
Pretty awesome.
Ding, ding, ding. I win.
What do you like?
I like this. This is it's a picture, and it's carved from a little block of wood or a stick of wood. And you see how they made the handle,
Yeah.
and then they hollowed it out. And it's like it's a solid piece of wood. And they kept its integrity, and then they made it look like it was stitched. I absolutely love that, and they went $18 for that little folk art piece right there. I love it. Here's hides for $79.
Yeah, and we always heard that if they have like the blue on the back, that was better.
Yeah,
Something about how they would wear.
but
So.
they are some nice hides. $79 they're asking in this booth. This is a nice booth, babe. They have a lot of brass, sexy brass, some old wicker. I love the wood. I'll see some wood, babe. Some pottery. Wow. There's just some cool rustic wreaths up there too. Cornhusk wreaths, it looks like. I dig them. So I love the redware, and I think that's a great price for the redware. I know it's new redware, but I still love it. I think that's really well priced. I think the prices in here mix or match, 2 for $10. Great prices for little smalls, man. You can't beat it. Have fun shopping here, babe.
So Steph wanted me to get this. Here they have a little book on Biltmore Estates.
You're in the land of Biltmore right now.
Yeah, and I'm like big whoop-de-doo. I'm not a fan.
He's not a fan.
No. Yeah, so Steph just noticed this steamer trunk and the way they have that set up. It's kind of cool, like little shelves using it to display stuff. It's awesome.
It is excellent. And then you could set it up in your room.
Right.
You can pack your mirror, your three-way mirror, three-sided mirror for your vanity. How cool. It
Pretty
has its
awesome.
shelves to keep all your belts and jewelry.
See? Creepy dolls. And these
They're-
ones even have sticks to
They are
whack
some
you.
kind of puppet.
They're creepy.
They are expressive with their hands. And that's some kind of
Weird hand sticking out of the
sign.
wall
It's a
with a
s-
snake.
It's a sign. It's a sign. That's where they wrangle snakes here.
Yeah,
Or
right.
something.
That's disturbing.
This is the folk art section. Look at that chicken, that stylized chicken jug.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I wouldn't mind having that out on our counter, or whatever that is. That
A duck, maybe?
it's a swan for Swannanoa.
No, it looks like a duck.
You're so simple sometimes.
And there's a chicken without its head.
Yes, it is. That's so wrong. That's a beautiful statue. It reminds me of my picture of the mistress with the cow behind her carrying her
Yeah.
milk jug, right?
Yeah.
I love that. That reminds me of the war picture. Right?
Yeah.
I like the ship picture too. I do like lots of pictures.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
you like everything.
This is a crazy quilt. That's what that is. Look. I dig that. It is battered and falling apart, but isn't that something kind of special? I wonder how old that is.
I don't know.
Look, there's another little doll chair.
Have pity on my soul. This is what I deal with when the camera is usually not on. It's, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. It's nonstop.
You sweetheart. You're a saint.
Now they're really cool, aren't they?
Oh, why do I like these? I have to give you a reason?
No.
Okay.
No, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I
them.
dig them. You dig them too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Should I bother looking how much they are?
Yes, you should. And Lee found a face jug for $250. Oh, Lee found another face jug for $95. That's a little closer to Lee's price range.
Cutie patootie, I found a little old bartender. Ain't he sweet?
Yeah, they don't make bartenders like they used to.
They do. Look, Scotty dog.
God.
Oh, he's so cute. Can I see that pipe back there? Can
Yeah,
I see them?
that's pretty cool pipes.
There's a couple pipes back there that I got my eyes on.
And some G.I. Joes. I really like that tank and the old truck. They got a bunch of toys in this one. And then some tool stuff.
Like that little hand puppet.
Pretty awesome. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff in this one. Oh, wow. Check out. That is awesome.
Oh, boy. And it's hanging off of a hair rake.
Yeah,
That's
that's
even
too
awesome.
cool. Little banjo. So Stephanie ditched us. So we're going to look at these old.
Oh, my
Oh, there you
gosh.
are. Yeah.
Ah, God. All I had to do was look up. So we used to have a room that we decorated in all toys, vintage toys.
Yeah. I would say some were from like the 70s.
Vintage.
I mean, I guess that's
yeah.
vintage now.
Yeah, when you were a kid. Yeah, we collected stuff from our memories.
Yeah, the old Tonka trucks.
Yeah.
I think I actually used to have that van. And I remember I had the cement truck and the dump truck.
These are great examples of things that we used to take outside and play with, and they were durable.
Yeah, played hard. Yeah, but they were durable.
That's why they're still here.
Yep.
That's folk art. That's some sexy rust. I love it.
I think it's supposed to be a rooster.
You see a rooster?
Well, kind of, sort of.
Where do you see the rooster at? Where's
Well,
his...
I'm figuring that that's just like his head. That's his comb, his beak, which is wired shut.
his eye?
Yeah, of course his eye, and then the rest of him would come down here, but that's not there. So I could be wrong. It might be a fish.
I see a fish. I was gonna say I see a fish. Now we turn the tag over and see what the artist says. Fish.
Yeah, well, I'd say the artist sucks. And then they have this whole section back here, nothing but books.
Whole Civil War section, a whole entire Civil War section. It's this big. It's this big.
Is that big?
Uh-huh. Oh, all the Time Life series. Remember them?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. My mom and dad, my mom still has them. I believe my mom still has them. I'm going to ask her if I can have them. If my brother doesn't want them, if my sister doesn't want them. I just wanted to ask any of our viewers that they're asking $40 for this sewing machine. If you could Would you take it home with you today? If you could, would you leave it?
I would leave it.
Not asking you, Lee.
Oh.
And you didn't have a PPP, a place purpose. Police.
You have one of them.
I do. I have one of those, and I also have a PPP.
Yes, you do. 'Cause that's why you're not taking a second one home.
Now that's some kind of fancy. You wanted to put your olives and pickles out. Yeah, pretty.
D'oeuvres.
Yeah, pretty.
It is.
This is a really well set up booth too.
Yeah.
This is a very lovely, lovely antique mall
Yes.
to get through. It's very easy on the eye. Each booth has its own personality, like this bench with the cherub faces carved in it. I can't even get through.
Did we mention that Steph-N-Lee loves everything?
I can't even get through bragging on something before my eye catches something I gotta talk about. Oh, God.
Yes, we do have one of those.
How cool is that? This one's in really good shape, too.
Yeah.
I love when I find things in an antique mall or that I used to have or that we do have. It makes me feel good. Or sometimes it makes me feel terrible that it's
Yeah, I remember when we
gone.
had that. All right, back in the car here. What do you think of Buckeye Antiques? We even have to ask.
I saw so many things that I loved in there, but at the end of the day,
Place and purpose.
and I respect that, honey, and I respect you, but if I had an open wallet and I had a big old house
Somebody would be in trouble.
and I had a business and wheeling and dealing, I would do some picking up in here. This is a great place to find what you're looking for.
Yep.
And the booths were great. They were just really well done.
Yeah.
And I thought the prices were great for being here in Asheville.
Yeah. See, so, antiques are a funny thing. And it's really a lot harder these days to find good prices on antiques because everybody just Googles it and goes, oh, well, they got it or they're selling it for that much. That's what I want. There are tougher places in Western North Carolina, really. A lot of places are, to me, expensive.
If it's worth the memory that you have of something, money shouldn't be an object. If it's worth the memory that you have of something, that's how I look at it.
My advice I always got was something's only worth what somebody else is willing to pay for it.
That's fair. That's true.
If somebody's willing to pay that, then hey, whatever. But
that's fair. But it's also a piece of history, and damn it, Helene just about washed away these last little trinkets that history has to offer, and our kids don't even know what these things are if we don't have them for them to be, what was that, Grandma? And so that's how come I love them so much. And that's my reasoning behind everything.
Yeah, because kids don't know what ceramic dogs are, for God's sakes. Oh my God. Anyway, we want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, have a Steph-N-Lee day.